So the whole Lil Reese mentioning you on Twitter thing not too long ago. Have you ever spoke with Reese after he tweeted you or whatever happened with that?
No, I haven't spoke to him. I just seen him at a summer jam. See, me, I'm the type of person that it's so much in text. Tone is lost in text, or somebody's tone. You see what I'm saying? So it could have been, taken anyway to where he really want to know where I'm from, or aggressively he want to know where I'm from. But somebody be like, "What up, boy? Where you been, boy?" Chicago niggas, we throw boy around like that. You see what I'm saying? And so me, I'm not finna get on no social media. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a Twitter to promote my music. None of the other extra shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't Twitter beef. You know what I'm saying? So I figure I'm gonna see him, and when I see him, if he wants to know where I'm from, then I'm sure he'll ask me where I'm from. If he want to know that bad, you see what I'm saying? So I seen him at Summer Jam with Dirk. He walked past me. He didn't ask me shit. So I figure it's not that beef that y'all talking about. Y'all think it is, or he don't really want to know where I'm from, or he would ask me. So that shit is not beef to me. It's not like he said, "Fuck Montana," or "You a bitch ass nigga," or none of that type of shit. Where you from? You want to know where I'm from. It's a lot of shit motherfuckers don't know about me, but it's a lot of shit I don't put out there for motherfuckers to know about me. But if anybody want to know, then I'd rather them ask me in person than over social media, because there's so much content and tone that can be lost through a motherfucker texting. You know what I'm saying? Like, little kids get on the fucking internet every day and text and talk shit and all that type of shit. So when a motherfucker be a man, you know what I'm saying, and motherfucker really want to know shit and ask motherfucker to their face, if it is a problem, that's what motherfuckers gonna do. And I'm pretty sure we'll see each other again. We gonna be in the same facility, in the same building again, all that type of shit, But to me, that shit not beef to me, you know what I'm saying? And he didn't disrespect me to me. So that's what that is.
Let you Woody Jackson check it out, because listen, Montana 300 must got a goddamn death wish, cause Jesus, I told him, I DM'd that motherfucker. I said, listen, don't do it. Reconsider. Read some literature on the Grim Reaper. You sure? Well, fuck it, man. Listen, hey, I ain't got your back like no goddamn chiropractic. You might end up turning into a goddamn pack. The fuck am I gonna do, okay? Now, listen. Now, I told Montana 300, ignore Lil Reese. Don't be the next contestant on the Final Destination. Not with the Grim Reaper, okay? This never goes well for nobody, okay? Now, he was doing fine before this, but you guys just saw he responded to the Grim Reaper mentioning him. And now let me jog your memory, because it's been a while. Basically, the Grim Reaper summoned the soul of Montana 300, basically almost for execution. And he asked him where he was from. Now, you gotta realize, man, Lil Reese, he speaks in codes. The LOL is pretty much signing your death wish. Listen, when he's asking you where you're from, listen, man, come on. Do I need to say more? Okay, now the stats still prove that, listen, over 66% of the people mentioned by Lil Reese are 6 feet under. Okay, this is no fucking joking matter. Now, here's the thing, because this is the whole big thing about Montana 300. People are fascinated with them, and people have always wanted to see him go head-to-head with, like, the Glow Gang, okay, the 300. Now, the thing is, man, his name is Montana of 300, yet he says his 300 actually refers to the Spartans, the 300 Spartans from the movie 300. Now, we know in Chiraq, okay? First of all, let's be frank, okay? These Chiraq savages ain't got no goddamn time to be watching movies. Motherfucker, they ain't even got time to sleep. Niggas have extended blinks. Niggas don't sleep. Now, Lil Reese, come on, man. Does Lil Reese look like he's actually seen a fucking movie, okay? Does he look like he's seen 300? Now, come on, man. He might have seen 300 Savages, but he ain't seen no movie called 300. Now, the thing is, man, you gotta realize, Lil Reese, first of all, looks like he hangs out in the goddamn cemetery. So he's probably looking like, yo, is this nigga in 300 gang? So I guess he wanted to check Montana 300, right? Now, I've been told Montana 300. I said, bruh, deactivate, change your name. Actually, to keep it real, I got a witness protection program from the Grim Reaper that you could go into. Go into hiding for a full 6 months. Listen, come back, change your name, act like you got amnesia. Okay? Now, apparently, and you just heard what he said he saw Lil Reese in person. And I'm not going to lie, I thought he would have probably just exit stage and left, but he said no. Lil Reese walked past him. Lil Reese was quiet. I'm like, Shraggy? Wait, what? You're telling me that you saw the Grim Reaper after the Grim Reaper mentioned you and he just pretty much just walked away? Now, I guess that's possible. I mean, I don't know. Listen, you guys are at a Summer Jam event, okay? I would hope that none of you guys are really on that coon shit at an event that a lot of people are paying for, okay? You could fuck up both your careers. And also, you gotta realize also, man, like, listen, both of you guys don't have a pistol, I would hope, okay? I mean, listen, at least could you be lacking in a place where people are performing, okay? Please. Now, let's just evaluate the situation, okay? Both of them are lacking, and they're in a situation where, hey, they're backstage and they can't really do too much. But let's imagine. Now, Montana 300, right? Lil Reese. I'm not gonna lie, man. Montana 300 look like he got a full 100 pounds on Lil Reese. First of all, Lil Reese look about like around 105 pounds. I mean, the extra long neck, we could give him another 10 pounds, 10, 15. So he's about like 120 pounds, okay? Now, Montana 300 look like he's a full-on like 200 pounds. So he could probably choke slam the shit out of Lil Reese. So I'm going to just say this, okay? Listen, hey, I hope you guys really have a conversation. If there's a conversation need to be had, I hope this doesn't spill into some street shit. Listen, Montana 300, the way he talked, he didn't sound like no pussy. I was telling him, my nigga, let's go. It's like, listen, it's like you know the cops coming. You're like, yo, bro, we leaving. He like, no, I'm good. I'm like, nigga, we leaving. So he looked like he doesn't mind challenging the Grim Reaper. He says if the Grim Reaper has a problem, don't DM him or actually mention him on Twitter. Speak up when you see him. Now, that's kind of a real nigga way to answer, but as I said, man, every time I look into the eyes of the Grim Reaper, I'm seeing deaths, okay? Like, I'm seeing a lot of people who died. This nigga doesn't look like he gives a fuck about life, and because of that, I'm gonna just stay the fuck away from these type of guys, okay? Now, Montana 300, which obviously people have told me that he does got a rep, he's a savage as well, but I'm gonna tell you one thing, and let me just stop with the bullshit for a second, okay? I'm gonna tell you why I do respect Montana 300, okay? The reason why I respect him, and I respect him more than a lot of other Chicago rappers, not even for talent, he is very talented. I mean, other rappers are talented too, but he knows how to carry himself. Like, he had an interview, and it was a very good interview. And by the way, I linked to the interview in the description. He had a full interview. He was very concise, clear. He answered every question. And basically, if you're a fan of his, you aren't left in the dark. You know how Chief Keef gives you no fucking information. His interviews are basically like worthless. At least with Montana 300, if you're a fan of his, you watch an interview and be like, okay, so we got this to worry about. We got this to wait for. He's about to deliver with this. It was very clear. Now, for all these guys who are within the drill movement, this is my constructive advice or criticism to everybody. You got to get your interview skills up. You have to, as an independent artist, okay? Listen, no matter what you think you have, your girl is your publicist, believe me, you're going to need to learn to speak, okay? Maybe when you're on Twitter threatening the ops, that's cool. But when you're in the real world and like you need to convey information, you got to speak. And I'm not going to lie, Montana 300 got that, and that's the problem with a lot of guys that's coming out of Chicago. They are so not ready for this thing called fame, because fame and actually being famous for being a street nigga, that's two different things. If you just want to be famous for being a street nigga, that's one thing. If you were ready for fame as being a rapper, especially when you're independent and you're not going to get coached by a label, you got to know how to do it all. So I salute him. I saw this quality in him a long time ago. An artist that could actually speak concise, clear, use at least more than a three-letter word other than boy. You know what I mean? That's what these niggas be speaking, okay? I salute him. Now, for Lil Reese, I'm hoping Lil Reese doesn't take this wrong way. I mean, he could be on Twitter tonight sending a gun emoji. Who knows, okay? But get in the comment box. What do you guys think about this, man? I like the interview. Make sure to check out the interview. And also, big shout out to Hip Hop Revival, man. They definitely came through once again. It's your boy, DJ Academics. Get in the comment box. Make sure you guys like. Definitely subscribe. I'm out.